Our history begins with three brothers, Choisy, Jackets, and Pendu. On November 30, in 1983, these three brothers were going to school, and before that, they had gone on vacation. Due to their parents' work, they could not care of them at home, so uncle Ronald offered to take care in the vacation of them, but they have to travel to the farm of his uncle Ronald.
We arrived at our Uncle Ronald's house. My uncle was treating very good, too good I would say, so we began to explore the house. Pendu go to upstairs while Jackets wanted to explore the basement, but my uncle arrived in hurry. He looked a little strange. He told us that he was upset. It's very missing there. You shouldn't go here, he said. We listened to him, so we go to sleep.
Night 2. We were left with the big doubt that it was there and why it was hidden. So we finally decided to go. On the way we could hear commotions and sounds like that of a human. So we began to deduce that he wanted to hide from us. A victim, perhaps? We don't know anything about him or what he's doing there. But the guy woke up and scolded us for having been there. So we went back to the bedroom and went to sleep with uncertainty and a little scared.
We were very anxious. We of us were in a room, and because of what happened, we were punished to spend the third day in this room. At night, we couldn't sleep. The third of us couldn't stop thinking about the possibility that there was a person who was in the basement. Anxiety and curiosity got the better of, and at night, with still and the same in mind, we went to basement and strangely our cousin Ronald was not here. We assumed that was sleeping, so we entered the basement, and as we went down the stairs, he heard more screams. There were several rooms down there. In one in particular, we heard screams, but in more detail, the voice of our Uncle Ronald threatened some that with every second that passed, we became more convinced it was a voice of a child. He hid and our uncle left the room, so we went to and talked to him, who when suspicious was a boy and he told us that he had to run away if didn't want to end up like him. Julian. Scared, we went to our bed until the next day.
We already knew that we had to leave that house as soon as possible, so we devised a plan to get out of there. Exactly. In the early morning, our Uncle Ronald falls asleep around 2 a.m. So we will go out through the living room window because it is the only one who doesn't have insurance. We waited a while until it was time to make our plan. We carefully went for a ladder and put it under the window to be able to reach it. Since it was quite high, and right next to it, our Uncle Ronald was sleeping with the TV on. We started to climb and we had the exit in our faces. We will finally get out of that infernal house and our uncle, but no, no. It didn't feel like freedom. That poor boy was still inside that house and we couldn't abandon him. We knew how dangerous it would be, but we went into the house again to be able to rescue Julian. We carefully approached Julian. We unchained him and slowly we headed towards the window, but Julian tripped and fell to the ground, waking up our Uncle Ronald. He looked so angry, and he was doing a psychopathic smile and told us, "Don't escape from me." Then we ran as fast as we could to the basement. We all hid in different places of the house. We were lost, so we had no choice but to wait for it get dark again, so we could rest and escape all together of that infernal house.
Night 5. After a difficult day and staying hidden, night came and the uncle was watching. So that we didn't do anything. Although he didn't know where we were. He knew it was the basement, but since we were rescuing Julian, it was time to do it. There was no more time. We started. Choicy made a big noise and the guy discovered us. The three of us separate. Jackets went for Julian while Choicy was chased by Ronald, and I opened the window but it was stuck. This is how I shouted while Jackets untied Julian. Choicy had stumbled and the guy was charging at him but miraculously Jackets managed to untie Julian, and with an heroic act, he pushed the guy and freed himself on him, both falling into the basement. And Julian shouted, "Escape without me! This is my destiny! Just remember my name." The three of us together shouted, "No, don't do it!" But between tears and sighs, we managed to escape from that infernal place, always remembering the name of the child who sacrificed himself for us. When we left, he headed to the nearest town. We looked for a place to eat and sleep, and so on until dawn. The next day, we woke up to the screams and barking of the town's animals. Jackets had brought his smart wallet inside his jacket, so he had enough for some potatoes and a bottle of water back to the city. As soon as we arrived, no one believed on our story. It was real. We spent 2 hours walking to the center to get us. I had my cell phone's case active for some reason. It took us 2 hours to return home since the last one was disabled, but we managed to get there.